Welcome to Managing Shared Folders in a Windows 2003 server environment. During this brief tutorial, I'll be showing you the necessary steps to create a shared folder and assign permissions to users or groups to that shared folder. So let's begin. Simply click Start, open up your Windows Explorer, and you will want to browse your computer to find the specified folder or the folder to which you wish to share. So we're just going to go down and pick any folder. We don't want a Windows folder, there's too much. So we'll choose this ADFS file. From the file, we simply right click on it and go to our Sharings and Security tab. From this tab, or this dialog box, we have 4 tabs at the top. We have our General tab, which is basically information about the folder itself, the name, the type, the location, the size of the folder, how many files are within the folder, and just advanced information on that. So we're going to go back over to our Sharing tab. Here we'll choose to share this folder. We'll leave it as the name of the folder. Our user limits will allow the maximum. Under permissions, we'll select the permissions and we'll give everyone full control. The reason why we give everybody full control at this point is this is just the share permission. We haven't applied our NTFS or our security permissions. So our security or user or group permissions will override these permissions. So we just want to apply it, give everybody access to view it, and this does that. So we'll select OK. Now our next option is caching. Basically it allows the files to be saved local for offline access. So we're going to apply them changes. Now underneath the Security Dialogs tab, this is where we can configure individual users or groups and set their permissions. So we select Administrator and we can see by default the Administrator has full control of everything. The creator or owner has special permissions. The system has full control. And users. This applies to everybody that is on this domain. They can read and execute. So we're going to remove the users. But first we're going to add the sales group. And we'll select OK. Now that we've added our sales, it should allow us to remove the users. No, Windows 2000 doesn't like that because it's parent. Okay. So we've added our sales group. Now we can select our sales group and define what permissions we want. We should allow them to modify in case there's an Excel spreadsheet or something that they need to upload or update. We'll apply that. And let's add one user. I have created a couple of users, call them new users. So there's new user 1 and 2, so we'll add new user 2. And our new user 2 is selected, and we're going to give him very limited access. We're not going to let him execute it. We're not going to list the folder content. We're only going to let him read it. So we'll apply that, close that out, and you've now shared the ADSF folder. You've given permissions to a group and to a user to access that, and you set NTFS shared level permissions. At any given point, you can view the permissions set on a file or folder by simply finding it in Explorer, right-clicking on it, and going to Sharing and Security or the Properties. Select your Security tab, and from the Security tab, once again, you can view everybody who has access. All of these are groups. The groups have more than one face icon, and our user has an individual icon. We'll OK that. And that is a brief tutorial on managing shared folders in a Windows 2003 environment. Thank you for viewing the tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the forums.